G'day, Spark Millie here, and welcome back to our McLaren Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. Alright, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome back to the series. Sorry it took so long to get this video out. I know it was the finale, but yeah, my PC full on died. The power supply was faulty and created a power surge or something. It needed a new power supply, so it's been in the shop for about a week. But we're here now, ready to go for the final episode in Yas Marina. Hopefully we can finish off the season strongly and continue this great reign of form we're in with Ricardo. Obviously didn't get the podium last time out, but showing some promising signs going into next season if we continue. On the topic of continuing, I just want to say that if this video reaches 25 likes, we will go on with season 2. So make sure to leave this video a like if you want to see the second season of McLaren, and I might do a poll as well just in case. That being said, let's get started here. So 2 days to the rear wing, we're going to continue on here, move forward, car repair complete. What are we improving? We've got a lot of parts that we need to improve before the end of the season here. Be great to make next year's car as strong as possible. Obviously we'll keep doing the brakes for now, and then maybe we'll switch over to the front wing and the second set of brakes so we can get 2 awesome cars. That's actually the best brakes on grid at the moment, so if we can improve that as much as possible, that would be awesome. Alright, so rear wing done, time to design a new part. We're going to try and make another gearbox because that's where we're lacking so much compared to the top teams. So we're going to have to just make sure we prioritize the here and now, because we're probably not going to be able to improve this part that much. That being said, there's not a lot for me to work with here regarding acceleration. It's mostly just max or not even any boosts. I mean, the soft super ultras, but you know, we want to be able to make it powerful on every single tire. So I suppose that's the best we're going to do. With a bit of improvement, we'll build it. You know, we got the money. Sorry, we got the money, so we may as well at least try and get a good part in before the season finishes. Welcome to qualifying here at Yas Marina, and it's going to be a 1-horse race for us as Norris qualified down in P13. I feel bad for him, and I got a comment last time asking me to give him a better car. He will have a better car. Ricardo's also down in 8th, so we don't have that much pace this weekend, which is a bit concerning because Ferrari is still mathematically within a chance of stealing 3rd place from us, and we really need the extra, well, we don't need the extra money, but we need the extra position to get us keep us our job basically, with Zach Brown, because we did tell him we'll finish 2nd this season, which hasn't quite planned out, but you know, it's always hard to overthrow either Mercedes or Red Bull for that 2nd place. Next year, if we continue on with the series, for sure, I do believe that we'll be able to steal 2nd place at least. And even we could go on to win it. Next year's car's looking pretty good. Ricardo's going to qualify in 5th behind both Ferraris, which makes quite the spectacle going into this last race. He's 6th now as Perez improves and knocks Ricardo down 1 more spot. But Verstappen on pole. I wonder what the championship fight's going to be like going into the last race. Hopefully there's something at stake to make things a bit more interesting as well. Alright, race day. And I just want to quickly say, if you've skipped to the race, which is completely fine, I just want to say that the next season, if you want next season to happen, season 2 on the series, make sure to leave a like, as when we reach 25 likes, we'll make that happen. But it might happen anyway, but just leave a like, and I might make a poll as well, just because we've unlocked that new feature on the channel. It's pretty cool. And I've selected the wrong thing here. We're going to go race trim and soft tires wear more slowly. We're still waiting for that mechanic relationships go up with Norris so he unlocks it. And also I want to say as well that 58% of you who watched the last episode were subscribed. So the other 42%, I mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button as well. But enough plug-in stuff. Ricardo's set for the race. We're going to put Norris on the softs because they're the better tire than the super softs in the race, I believe. And let's go ahead on push, overtake. Oh, we'll go overtake, yeah, if I can click it, and push as well. Let's go, lads. Let's hopefully have a better race than qualifying. If we can jump off Ferrari from the get-go here, Norris actually down to P14, not even 13. Well, doesn't matter. He's got 65 laps to rectify the situation, and Ricardo does jump off Ferrari to start, and now he's looking to get past the Red Bull as well. He'll get past Hamilton, who's had a shocking start. Leclerc's in the lead of the race, which is not what we want to see, as right now they will jump us, but will Leclerc be able to keep that P1? Don't think so. Norris has dropped back, which isn't fantastic. As we've got an Aston Martin to our right of Sebastian Vettel. He's just gone off the track momentarily. Even looked like he levitated a little bit. Leclerc's still in the lead of this race. Sainz dropped down to 10th, which is good. But, yeah, look, it's going to be tight this race, I do believe. What's the title fight like? Mercedes have won the Drivers' Championship, and Lewis has actually won the Drivers. So no title fights at all, just our 3rd place fight with Ferrari, which we're losing horribly at the moment. But plenty of racing still to go here. We're going to go forward a lot. Look after these tyres a bit more, save on the fuel. Get these tyres in the sweet spot. There we go. And Leclerc and Perez are fighting for the lead, which is not something you see every day here. Quite a bizarre finale as Ricciardo drops down to 10th. What on earth? He's behind Norris, and I must have missed something there, but it's a nightmare scenario right now as we're well behind Ferrari on the live standings, and Leclerc doesn't look like any signs of fading from that first place. He's in fact 7 seconds ahead. Hopefully we can get him in the pit stop. Is it a one-stop kind of race? Sure is. So we'll look to do a one-stop today. They might have to two-stop. But yeah, look, not looking good from the get-go. Time to bring Lando Norris in for his pit stop. Leclerc is still way out in front. He might not be able to do the two-stop today. Let's try something a bit different with Lando and go on the super softs. We never do this, but you know, he's in 8th place. You can only really go higher. It doesn't matter if we lose 4 points because we need something spectacular to happen. I ain't checked for rain, but we're in Abu Dhabi, so chances of that are quite low. And he comes out in front of Ricciardo, who's just having a shocking race. It has to be said, he's been so good the last like 6 races, and this is just an off day for him. We saw the early signs of it last time out with breaking his podium streak, and now he might even break his point streak, which is not really what we want to be doing when we're in such a tight third place battle, but we'll see what happens in the second half of this race. All right, got to bring Lando in on the final soft stint. Those super softs really didn't last too long, but we knew they wouldn't. They were just sort of a different strategy. Got to mix up the strategy every now and then, but 12th place, didn't look like the super soft stint was that good, and it just confirms that the soft tyre are the best race tyre in my opinion. But speaking of soft tyre, Ricciardo's on a fresh set. Hopefully he can jump signs, but Leclerc is still leading this race, so good on him. He's 20 seconds clear now over Perez. And yeah, this finale, it's not been the most action-packed finale, that's for sure. There's no crashes. If Leclerc could just crash out, then I think we could be set for an alright final episode. But right now, it's looking like 4th place bound we are. Ricciardo's got a bit of fuel here. We're going to tell him to push. It's still down in 10th. I mean, everyone else hasn't pitted yet, so we're going to tell him to push pretty hard on this soft tyres because he has got live footed as well. So we should coast into this race. And Norris is so hard on the tyres today. I don't know what he's doing. But we're going to tell him to relax a little bit, but I think he's going to have to come in again. He's pretty much out of contention for any serious points, if points at all. So we'll pit him again if we need be. But yeah, I don't know. We're just not at the races today. We got hints of it in qualifying, and it's just shone through in the race here as we're fighting with a Ferrari down in 9th and 10th. Carlos Sainz could beat Ricciardo here in this race because he's still all over the back of him. Sorry, just choking on my words there a little bit. And 12 laps to go. I think we're going to have to bring Lando in again, which is just not what we want. He's so rough on the tyres today. And it's a disaster race in Yas Marina, has to be said, but he's in now. He can push as hard as he wants on these tyres. There's no way that he doesn't make 10 in this race. Try and do something, Lando. Come on, give us something. Give us something. Get 12th place off Russell. How about that? That's your goal for the rest of this race. As Ricciardo doing well in 9th, keep Sainz behind. He gets up to 8th. How far are we? We're 5 points off, so we just need Leclerc to drop a few positions, which is not going to happen. 2 laps remaining here, and look, like I said earlier, not our race today. Tied eggs bag and Ricciardo, it's fine, man. Just coast to the end. There's no need to really push. You're not near anyone. You're 40 seconds behind Vettel on the mediums. And that is not what we want to be seeing at the end of season 1. But that is this. Oh, hang on, one more lap. That is the end of season 1. Valtteri Bottas runs out of fuel. The Mercedes fuel curse continues. Hopefully continues next season. But there we go. Daniel Ricciardo comes home in 7th. Not great. He's pretty much said it himself. Could do better. I wouldn't say it was a nice race. Norris is more realistic with a rather disappointing race. Really rather. But Leclerc wins. So an awesome start converts to a great race win and snatches 3rd place off us on the final day of the season. Now, was Leclerc cheating? That would come up massive right now. No, he wasn't. Perez was, though. Wow. Okay, we get an extra spot. I don't think it'll do much for the title. And we end up being 2 points off Ferrari in the 3rd place battle. That is gutting. There it is, world champion Lewis Hamilton. We knew that was the case no matter what happened last time out. And team champion Mercedes. Hopefully that'll be us next season if we go on. Hopefully we don't get sacked as well because our approval ratings dropped to just 38%. Yeah, the setup was fine. Should turn the engine down. Yeah, fine. We'll just say that to Ed Straw. I'm not too fussed about our practice performance, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to get setup information. And let's do the last little bit of this. It looks like there's not going to be very much time at all to get, oh no, there it is, that's pre-season start. So we can improve some parts in that week, but we'll finish out the season on this episode. Alright, that new gearbox is done and we've finished improving our parts. So we're going to be able to improve probably 1 or 2 more parts before the season ends, maybe not the brakes. How about the gearbox? No, they're both 13 days, so we got a bit of a decision to make here. The next gearbox there is pretty good, so I don't think we're going to do gearbox. We'll do the brakes. I don't think we're going to design a new part because we're not going to have too much time to improve it. Nope, we're going to do rear wing. I didn't see that one there. We're going to try and get that rear wing up as much as possible. And I know someone commented that you don't need to fit the parts at the end of the season. But I'm going to do it anyway, just because I really don't want to miss out on these awesome parts if we do go on in this series. Because, I mean, look at the step up there with the engine. That is the best engine on grid. So if that's still the same like that at the end of the season, I'm going to tick off that objective to have the best engine on grid because we do. It wasn't in the time frame I would have liked, but it is the best engine on grid. So we'll take that victory for sure. I'm just double checking that all the best parts possible are on each car. And that scroll wheel just went on a little bit of a spaz, but we're back now. Yeah, that's the best parts. So quite a decent car. We'll see where that puts us. Acceleration bar is quite low despite being 4th on grid, so I'd say Mercedes and Red Bull will have a massive advantage on that over us. But everywhere else we're top 2 on grid, best on grid in 3 different spots. So basically I have a feeling Abu Dhabi was very gearbox focused, where we obviously struggle. That's our lowest part. We'll continue on here though, and here it is, championship money. So 86 million, that is a ridiculous amount of money. Now we're up to 225 mil. We're just never going to spend that. Toto Wolff is team manager, team manager of the season, and Yuki Tsunoda was driver of the season, which is interesting. Where did he finish? In 14th. His teammate Pierre Gasly finished higher than him. How the hell? He had 13 points. Okay, fair enough. Driver of the season is Yuki Tsunoda, even though his teammate doubled his points, more than doubled even. Yeah, okay, interesting decision there, but we'll live with it. New regulations for F1 in the next season is just replacing track A of Yas Marina with track B. That's fine. Hopefully it's not as gearbox focused. And promotions, relegations, Prema are now up into Formula 1. Haas will drop into Formula 2. That is quite the decision. Williams got 1 point to do it. That's right. Good on him. The 1 point survival. And yeah, that's the Formula 3 change. Ooh, new big sponsor. So let's have a look here. Who are we going to take? Upfront payment 12.5 mil. I think it has to be that one. Look at the difference. Over 15 races. That won't get close. That won't get close. We're going with a big one. Pramac. Okay, Pramac are our new sponsor. That it wasn't even close. Oh, that looks kind of ugly though. Oh well, we're doing it for the money, not for the look, aren't we? Target position 3rd or above. That could be good, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that one. 3rd or above is a good target. We're not going to look at the other ones. Give us something to strive for. The McLaren's looking very different. The livery next season is going to be quite interesting. I have a couple ideas. It's going to be nice. More sponsorship offers. They must have all expired at the end of the season. And I'm attracted to that Monster Energy sponsor, to be honest. We've already got a 3rd place target position. So I think we're going to go Monsters Energy for sure, because it's going to look cool in the car. I mean, it's green, but we've already got a little bit of a green theme going with the sponsor anyway, so we may as well continue on with that one. Maybe we can incorporate it onto the livery next season. And then the final sponsorship offer, because all our sponsors expired. Again, it's just not even close, is it? It has to be BWT. We'll go with that one. Target position 1st place. I don't see us achieving that on a consistent basis like 3rd place, so we'll definitely go with BWT. They had the more money anyway. Alright, so car design unlocked. Designing next year's car is the next item in the mail. I did quickly check the engine. We still do have the best engine on grid. Now this is where we'll finish it as well for the season. Now if we have a 2nd season, which I think we will at this rate, if you want to make sure 25 likes, and we'll definitely get it up and going ASAP. I know the season's been very interrupted, a lot of breaks. I apologize for that. If we go forward to season 2, there will not be as many breaks. And of course, if you remember, we set the goals. I put them up at the start of every episode, so let's have a look at them now. Win Constructors Championship was always going to be a tricky one, obviously, and drivers as well. They were never really a achievable, considering in hindsight, especially they were always just there just in case. 6 out of 6 had to be spectacular. Silverstone, again, it was going to be tricky without the test track early on in the season, but I'm rough that we won the Melbourne GP. I think that's an awesome achievement considering where the car is, and best engine on grid. We got that right at the end there with the newest next year engine upgrade, and we were better than the real life McLaren after 10 rounds, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that one as well. But 3 out of 6 on the goals. I don't know if we'll set more next season. We'll see how we go. Let me know if you like the goals as well down in the comments below. Leave all your thoughts and suggestions down in the comments. I read every single one and reply to it. That being said, I hope you have enjoyed this series. Hopefully get a season 2. Make sure to leave a like down below. And consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. 1,000 subs by the end of the year is still possible. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the season, and I'll see you in the next one.